And my question is, instead of getting caught up in all this discussion about what is the bottom line if we were not going to take a double standard with marijuana and prescription medication in terms of what will happen to crime in our country, having legalized drugs or not a black market, let's put it that way. Eliminating the black market is what I mean.
Will it eliminate the black market if we legalize marijuana? Is that the question?
That's part of the question, because right now, even we have the legal drugs that are prescribed by doctors. There is a black market for that too.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't think you can make a logical argument that you're going to reduce incarceration costs, law enforcement costs by legalizing marijuana, because you're going to have those that are going to try to sell outside the market. You're going to have the same, you know, the DEA, will they diminish one iota because you're going to legalize marijuana? They're going to be able to focus. Maybe that's a good argument for it, but they're going to be able to, you know, it's going to be heroin, it's going to be the prescription drugs. So there's always going to be the enforcement responsibility whether a specific drug is legal or not. That is still going to be the case. I think you're going to have actually increased law enforcement expenses under a legalization regime of one drug. The only way that you're really going to eliminate that if you legalized all drugs, which I don't think very many people, except for Mr. Nadelmann, actually would advocate for.
Well, actually, and even I'm not advocating for that. I mean, my organization, the Drug Policy Alliance, we're the leading organization in the country, probably the world, of people who are advocating against the war on drugs. What I would say is that most of our members, and I, for that matter as well, we don't advocate for treating heroin and cocaine and methamphetamine the way we do alcohol or cigarettes or the way we're arguing marijuana. We have some libertarians who are supporters and some people who want to legalize everything, but we have a lot of people who don't want to legalize anything, who say decriminalize, treat addiction as a health issue. If I were to sum up the overall objective of drug policy reform in one rather long sentence, it would be this. It is to reduce the role of criminalization and the criminal justice system in drug control to the maximum extent possible while protecting public safety and health, right? So I think about drug policies as a right along the spectrum, from the most punitive, lock them up, you know, pull out their fingernails, cut off their heads, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, to the most free market like we had with cigarettes 50 years ago. And I think the objective is there's no inherent role why the criminal law and the criminal justice system has to be front and center in dealing with these drugs. One of the lessons of Europe is that you can put the health people in charge. You can put the Surgeon General in charge rather than a military general or a police chief. You can treat these drugs primarily as health issues where law enforcement plays a backup role rather than a frontal role. And that means in the end, let's take marijuana out of the criminal justice system, responsibly regulate it, you know, tax it, control it. It means, secondly, with respect to the possession of other drugs, do what Portugal's been doing for the last 12 years. Nobody goes to jail for the simple possession of a small amount of any drug. The production distribution is still illegal, but the evidence from Portugal shows that they've reduced the cost of drug enforcement, and drug use has not gone up, and drug addiction and HIV and Hep C have all gone down.
Any drug whatsoever.
Of any drug. What they say basically is if we catch you and you got a little bit of heroin, cocaine on you, or marijuana, whatever it might be, we are not sending you to jail. We are going to send you to what's called the dissuasion committee, where you talk to people with expertise in health. No, I got to tell you, Portugal made a real commitment to treating drug addiction as a health issue, right? In the United States, we say if you use drugs, we're going to lock you up if you don't stop. Portugal said, we're not going to do that. We're going to send you to a committee. We're going to try to get you help. If you have an addiction, we're going to treat it as a health issue. That's what we're going to do. If you're really a bad guy, if you're really committing other crimes, then we will arrest you. We will lock you up. But we're not going to put you in jail simply for possessing or using drugs.